Welcome, all you beautiful, wonderful people, to another amazing spoiler video. This is ridiculous. It really is. The amount of spoilers during spoiler season now has basically doubled to almost tripled because of Commander as well. You're going to see a lot of standard cards that are going to be in your normal sets, your normal Ikoria booster box, but we're also going to see a lot of Commander cards. And when I say a lot of Commander cards, I mean a lot of Commander cards, and the majority are rare and mythic yet again. So here we go. I'm going to go through commons and uncommons rather quickly, and then the rares and mythics I'll spend a tiny bit more time on. Exuberant Wolf Bear on the left here is our 4-drop, 3 colorless, and a green. Wolf Bear, whenever Exuberant Wolf Bear attacks, you may change the base power and toughness of target human you control to Exuberance Wolf Power's power and toughness until end of turn. It's a 4/4. Cool, man. It's not going to see much play in standard. It'll be like a limited thing, but it's cool that it's a wolf and a bear. It's a wolf bear. Hooray. Then we have Blitz of the Thunder Raptor. Wow. What is that thing next to it? What the heck? That's a mouse donkey? Is that a mouse donkey? You guys, hold on. Are you guys seeing this? I can't zoom into it how I'd like to. But that is a mouse donkey right there. Am I not mistaken? That's a mouse donkey. Okay. I'm sorry. That's weird. Never seen a mouse donkey in my life until today. So Blitz of the Thunder Raptor deals damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. If that creature or planeswalker would die this turn, exile instead. Yeah, that could be all right. I mean, for burn decks, you know what? Not sure. But you have to target a creature or planeswalker. That's the only downside. If it was targeting a player, yeah, this would be a really great card. But not sure. It'll see some play, of course, I don't know if there's any bird decks really going in standard, though. Frondland Felidar. This beautiful beast, literally cat beast over here, 4-drop in Celestia colors, has Vigilance. It's a rare. Creatures you control with Vigilance have, for 1, tap target creature. Well, guess what? Isn't that just a hot ball of wax there? A Johnny the Great-Hearted, shibing bang. 4-drop Celestia. He does this. He gives all your creatures Vigilance, man. There you go. Yeah, it's a steep little price, but man, once you get a Johnny cooking, he's a really good walker. Especially if you have a proliferate mechanic, you can continuously splash 1/1 or +1/+1 counters on all of your creatures, just making things out of control. And then not only that, but if you have your smaller creatures, you can also tap them down with your Felidar ability over here on the right. Not too shabby. So there you go. That's one of the rares. Catharic Reunion and Capture Sphere. Look at this guy. Is it art by the same person? Yes, it certainly is. So for a deuce drop, sorcery, additional cost to cast a spell, discard 2 cards. Wonderful. Draw 3 cards. Okay. That's pretty cool, especially if you want to get some stuff in the graveyard, or you also want to perk from stuff when you're discarding and then drawing more cards. Either or. Capture Sphere, 4-drop, common enchantment, aura, flash. I have not read this one yet. Enchant creature. When Capture Sphere enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. It is nifty that it has flash in it, because we're going to see a card that actually helps flash. But however, this card is going to see extremely limited play. You will see it basically in your seal that your draft, and that's about maybe it, if it even sees play there. Cub Warden is a 4-drop cat with mutate for 4. Meow. It's a rare. Lifelink. This kitty's got the lifelink, baby. Pretty cool. Whenever this creature mutates, create 2 1/1 white cat creature tokens with lifelink. It's a 3/5. We've seen a couple cat lords, I believe. This one's not a lord exactly, but holy crap, if you can get this puppy to mutate, it's not a puppy, stupid, it's a cat. I'm sorry. It is a cat, you're correct. Okay. If you can get this kitty, it's not a kitty, it's a cat. It's okay. If you can get this cat to mutate, that is freaking amazing. If you can keep getting it to mutate, especially if you got something that's giving a bunch of +1/+1s to it, lifelink is no joke. And kitties can scratch pretty darn dangerously now. Kitties are becoming more and more powerful. This might see some play in other formats. Better watch out, guys. Definitely in Commander, you'll see this running in cat tribal decks. Then we have Cunning Nightbonder and Lore Drekis. So Cunning Nightbonder is a deuce drop. I like this card a lot. This is what I was just telling you about. Creature Human Rogue. Man, rogues are powerful. Anybody else noticing this? If you go solo on your own, though, bro, you can be a very powerful force to be reckoned with, yo. Okay, that's all I got for wraps today. Spells you cast with Flash cost 1 less to cast and can't be countered.
Why can't you be countered?
Because it happens so fast. You know, like that is really, really cool. Spells you cast with flash cost one less. Not only that, but they can't be countered. So that one card that says basically unplayable, well, it pretty much is unplayable. But this would at least reduce the casting cost of that spell. Hooray. Moving forward, there's a lot of good flash cards, even in other colors, not just blue and black. They're over in green, they're over in red, they're over all over the place. Really, really, really neat stuff. And white, maybe? All right. Lore Dracus is a 3-drop lizard beast creature with the mutate for deuce. That's a cheap mutation, but what does it do? Whenever this creature mutates, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. That is not too bad. If you want a bunch of spells to just keep kind of coming back, so you can keep dishing them on out. I mean, you can combo this with a couple other cards and make a freaking nice little fast burn deck or something like that. Maybe not a burn deck exactly, but you get the point. You can have a powerful spell come right on back and then deal some more damage or draw you with more cards. Whatever the case may be, you may do that. You know, whatever that spell happens to be. Maybe even duplicating another creature. Who knows? All right, so there we go. Savai Thunderline. I'm sorry, I did an edit on this one. Totally butchered it. Sorry, guys. Savai Thunderlion, sure. It's a 2-drop in Boros colors. Creature, Elemental Lion. Whenever you cycle a card, you may pay 2. If you do, Savai the Thunderlion deals 2 damage to target creature and you gain 2 life. It's not a cat. If this was a cat, it'd be a really good cat, but it's not. It's an Elemental Lion. I could be mistaken. This probably is an elemental cat. I could be wrong about that too. I'm not 100% if it's a lion or if it's a cat because this was in a different language, so I had to do like an edit on it, okay? But yeah, one way to find out, we got to do some more research. I think it's a cat though. But man, it looks like a lion. Okay, whatever. But whenever you cycle a card, you may pay 2 life. If you do, Savai Thunderline deals 2 damage to target creature and you gain 2 life. Not bad at all. I think that's a pretty decent cat. And then for 3 over here, humans you control get +1/+1. That's an enchantment. Pretty legit. For deuce, tap 2 untapped humans you control. Tap target creature and opponent controls. Hey, there's a lot of cards that can just spam out 1/1 humans like crazy. Not only do they get a perk from it, but also they have an ability where they can tap down another big threat on the battlefield. Pretty legit. Moving along, we have Sea Dasher Octopus, 3-drop creature octopus. That's right. Mutation for only 2. So what does it do? It's got flash. So this thing could only cost you 2 if you have that other card out, the one rogue. Flash, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. These cards are annoying. If it can go unblocked, even better. It is a rare, and it is in the normal standard Ikoria set. Only a few more to go. In One Bite and Evasion Protocol. In One Bite is a 1-drop white over here. As additional cost to cast a spell, tap an untapped creature you control. This one gets weird. Exile target tapped creature. So you're going to exile target tapped creature. Then put a +1/+1 counter on the creature tapped to cast this spell. That just sounds really confusing. But I guess there would have to be like 2 tapped creatures. Otherwise, you're going to lose that +1/+1. I don't know why this would be a thing you'd want to do. I guess for things that like that could spam tokens, like when this card becomes tapped, this happens, you know, like a tap effect. That could really do some good because there's some cards that give you a 1/1 lifelink. It's in Celestia colors, and if it's tapped, it gets the if you tap it, it gets the one lifelink, the 1/1 whatever it is. I think it's a human or it's something out there, maybe an elf. I'm not sure, but it's really cool, and it just you can spam those, you know, but. Then again, that's probably really not worth it just to do that one little ability. That's an entire card. Unless you have a really fast deck. I don't think I'd want to see that much play with this card. And it's a sorcery on top of that. Ugh. Evasion Protocol. It's a deuce drop. Whenever it's an enchantment, though. This one's not bad. Whenever you cycle a card, you may pay 1. If you do, exile target creature or artifact you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Not too much to say about that. A lot of those ETB, entering the battlefield, triggers, you would want to play a deck along those lines with cycling, and that would be great, because then you get more fun. All right. This is cool. Haktos got a friend. Haru, hooray, hooray. Okay. Haktos the Unscathed. It's a 4-drop. We already know about him. The cool thing about Haktos is he has protection from basically everything except for one dice roll. So Lava Brink Adventure over here is a 3-drop. Very similar. Creature, human, soldier. When Lava Brink Adventure enters the battlefield, choose odd or even. It's up to you. 0 is even. Lava Brink Adventure has protection from the chosen converted mana costs. That, my friends, is pretty cool. So if you team that up with the Haktos over here, you just made new best friends. Did we just become best friends? Yep, let's go do karate in the garage. Okay, that's how it's going to work out right there. Pretty cool. I like it. Next, we have Storm Wild Caprador and Barrier Bridge. I love this bird goat. I don't really love it. I just like it. It's a goat. Why? Because goat lives matter, guys. For 3, creature, bird, goat, flying. If non-combat damage would be dealt to Storm Wild Caprador, sure. Prevent that damage. Put a +1/+1 counter on Storm Wild Caprador for each 1 damage prevented this way. That's pretty cool, man. If not, that's non-combat damage. And it doesn't say from your opponent, so you can damage this yourself and put +1/+1 counters on it. That's pretty cool. I would have loved this thing if it was only 2 and it was a 1/2. If it was a 1 power, 2 toughness, and it only cost 2 to do that, I would have had fun with that sucker. But it is a 1/3. I think it's a little steep. I don't know how much play it's going to see, but hey, you never know, man. I will make a goat tribal deck. It is in the works. I know, everyone's excited. Barrier Breach over here is a 3-drop instant. Exile up to 3 target enchantments. By the way, I did play Arena earlier today. Check out the video. It's like an hour long. If you guys have a little bit extra time tonight and you want to unwind watching Joey Moss beat the crap out of people on Arena, I'm your Huckleberry. There you go. Exile up to 3 target enchantments, cycling for 2. That's about it for that one. Then we have Tentative Connection, which the spell costs 3 less to cast. Wow, so it would be only 1 red. If you control a creature with Menace, watch out. Menace is going to be dangerous, man. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn. I like it. That could be a lot of fun. So for 1, you're going to gain control of something, and you're going to rush at your opponent with that thing. Maybe even whip it at their face. Who knows? A little thud action, you know? Who knows? You never know. Pate Gaia, tiger, cat. That does not look like a... Okay, that's like a cat bat. That's a bat. It's a cat. Flying. When the tiger enters the battlefield, the target human you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Again, a limited play. This card might see play outside of that, though. All right, moving along, we got Thwart the Enemy and Go for Blood. Prevent all damage that would be dealt this turn by a creature your opponent's control. No one really plays this that often. It's like a fog. I mean, if it was like a 2-drop, maybe, but it's only damage your opponent's control. Could be something big. You never know. It's not your creatures. I like it. And then we have Go for Blood. 2-drop, target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. Is it like a Prey Upon or something? You know, like it's the same kind of thing, you know, like where it has cycling on it as well. But like green has this. Now they're putting it in red. I'm sure red had it before, but I don't remember Go for Blood being a card. So there you go. Now we do have it. Hello, gorgeous kitty. I want you in foil already. And your premium cards or whatever. I want those as well. You're all mine. Loris of the Dream Den, 3-drop. Legendary creature, cat, nightmare, companion. Is this companion thing going to kick off? I don't know. Each permanent card in your starting deck has converted mana cost 2 or less. Okay. That means if this card is your chosen companion, you may cast it once from outside the game. Now, you can have 4 cards, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, you have to name this card as your companion, so you could have him outside the game or in your sideboard, but you could also have 3 copies in your main deck. If I am wrong about that, someone let me know, but if I'm wrong about that, this card stinks. All right, so I would hope I'm right. So you get 3 cards in your main, 1 in the side. Bada bing. Lifelink. So it's a 3/2 kitty. During each of your turns, you may cast 1 permanent spell with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard. That's kind of cool. Now, you do have to pay for the casting cost, which is kind of a downside. When I first read this card, I got really excited. I'm like, whoa, during each of my turns, I can cast a freaking permanent from converted mana cost 2 or less from my graveyard. Wow. Now, remember, that's a permanent. It's not a creature. You know, you can cast any permanent, 2 or less. This card might see play in other formats. It's a possibility. It is a very cool card, but the ability to just play cards in your graveyard is pretty nice. Downside is, I mean, you gotta have a 2 or less. The entire deck has to consist of mana or converted mana cost 2 or less. That can get pretty ridiculous, man. Not sure how that's gonna fare, but pretty cool card. I can't wait to try it out. You know, think of a Johnny's Pride Mage. Just keep bringing that thing back. We'll see it. So Exile is going to be very important. Bastion of Remembrance over here in Omnious Seas. Bastion Remembrance enters the battlefield. Create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. It's 3. In black, whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. I love these kind of cards. They're really, really cool. I really do. But you do have to really spam a lot to take use of this. We've seen them maybe you know what? Maybe now, we can get the whole the Orzhov, sacrifice going. Really, we might see that in this coming meta. This card could be one of those cards. There's another card that does it as well. God, what is the theme of that? I can't remember the name. I've built decks around this too. It'll come to me later in the video. Anyway, cool card. But we'll see how it pans out. We'll see. Then we have Ominous Seas, 2-drop. Whenever you draw a card, put an Omen counter on Ominous Seas. Remove 8 Omen counters. Create an 8/8 blue Kraken creature token. It's got Stifling for 2. Believe it or not, that can be very scary. You might not realize it, but I mean, blue draws a crap ton of cards within 2-3 turns. Well, like 3 turns, realistically. Like 3 turns of hard drawing with blue, you could probably get that Kraken to come out. It's pretty nuts, man. Think about it. All right, now we are on to our commander. Whoa, I feel like I've been here for days. All right, guys, are you ready? A lot of rares. I don't know if I'm going to go over every single one of these because there's just way too much. I'm going to zoom in a tiny bit for you guys. Just a tiny bit here. So you can get a better look at the cards. But holy crap, man. We got a lot. I don't think I'm going to read over all of them. Like the uncommons I'll skip over. So here we got Agitator Ant is our friend here. 3-drop. At the beginning of each of your end step, each player may put 2+1/+1 counters on a creature they control. Goad each creature that had counters put on it this way.
Goad is back.
Until your next turn, those creatures attack each combat if able, and attack a player other than you if able. It's a deuce. Hot diggity darn. I like the artwork on that card, though. Pretty interesting. I'm not going to get too deep into these. I just want to go over them with you guys really, really quick. There's another goaded one. And Titan Hunter. That Impetus seems pretty cool. Titan Hunter. Love that sword on her. 5-drop. At the beginning of each player's end step, if no creatures died this turn, Titan Hunter deals 4 damage to that player. 1 in black. Sacrifice a creature, gain 4 life. There you have it. It's a 4/5. Another really neat card. I'm going to just go through these kind of quick, guys. I don't want to keep you here all day because I want you to get you to watch my other arena video. Masked Admirers is a 4-drop reprint. Pretty cool, though. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. I always like the art on this one. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may pay deuce. If you do, return Masked Admirers from your graveyard to your hand. It's a 3/2. Not the craziest card in the world, but kind of cool. And then we have Silent Arbiter, 4-drop. Look at this thing. Just meditating out there, No more than 1 creature can attack each combat. No more than 1 creature can block each combat. It's a 1/5. Pretty interesting. Eon Frolicker. Watch out for the frolics, man. 4-drop. Elemental Otter, flying. When Eon Frolicker, I want to say Frolicker. It's Frolicker, right? It's Frolicker. Enters the battlefield. If you cast it, target opponent takes an extra turn after this one. Until your next turn, you and Planeswalkers you control gain protection from that player. That means you and Planeswalkers you control can't be targeted, dealt damage, or enchanted by anything controlled by that player. It's a 5/5. Pretty interesting stuff, but you want to give your opponent another, I don't know, man. A hold of their turn? I don't know. That's kind of weird. I don't trust it. Shirley Badgersaur? Whatever, man. 4-drop. Whenever you discard a creature card, put a +1/+1 counter on the badge. Whenever you discard a land card, create a treasure token. There are a lot of stuff that could bring treasure tokens, or not treasure tokens back, or bring lands back. So, I mean, maybe that could be something. Or you benefit with them being in the graveyard. Whenever you discard a non-creature, non-land card, this puppy fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. It is a 4-drop, though. 3-drop, heck, can I play? 4-drop, I think it's a little too steep. Just kind of a junky card, but maybe I'm wrong. Cryptic Trilobites. Finally, we heard all the hype about the Trilobites. Now the Trilobites back. This is the 4th one ever to be in Magic. This is the rare. We had the Mythic, the Uncommon, and the Common. And here is our rare now. We finally got it. I was right. I nailed it. Bada bing. Double X. Trilobite enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. Remove a +1/+1 counter from Cryptic Trilobite. Add 2 colorless to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to activate abilities. That's right. It's not busted. You have to actually use it to activate abilities. You can't just use it to cast spells and whatnot. For 1, tap it, put a +1/+1 counter on Cryptic Trilobite. I think it's a pretty neat card, and it will see a bit of play. Slippery Bog Bonder Human Druid, 4-drop. Look at that little friend. It's got flash and hexproof. When Slippery Bog Bounder enters the battlefield, put a hex counter on target creature, then move any number of counters from among creatures you control onto that creature. Cool, it's got the flash. Really cool. It's got the hexproof, though. I like it. Avenging Hunt Bonder. Holy frickin' cards, man. We got a lot, huh? 5-drop double strike. Whenever Avenging Hunt Bonder attacks, put a double strike counter on another target attacking creature. It's a 3/3. Anything with double strike is really powerful, but usually if it has double strike, its stats are really low. That's why it's a 3/3, and it's high to cast, you know. And look what Embercleave does. It rips you a new one. Souvenir Snatcher. Get a load of this guy. 5-drop. It looks like a raven. It's a bird. It's got the mutate and flying. When this creature mutates, gain control of target non-creature artifact. Very specific there in the text. Target non-creature artifact. So that could actually see some play. Everybody runs artifacts who play Commander. If you don't, I mean, you're one of the few, you know? Soul Ring is a thing, you know what I'm saying? Okay, pretty cool card, though. Dredge the Mire is a 4-drop. Sweet art on that. Each opponent chooses a creature card in their graveyard. Put those cards onto the battlefield under your control. Whoa. If you can exile specific cards from your opponent's graveyard and have them with one big beast, that's pretty cool, man. Each opponent chooses a creature card in their graveyard. Put those cards on the battlefield under your control. That could be a heck ton of fun. Commander is so much fun because it's all over the place. Manascape, Refractor, Glade Muse, and Daring Fiend Bonder. Artifact over here on the Refractor side. Enters the battlefield tapped. Manascape Refractor has all activated abilities of all lands on the battlefield. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to pay the activation costs of Manascape Refractor's abilities. That's a lot of stuff, man. That is a mouthful. It's a 3-drop. If you have, I guess, the most bombest, amazingest freaking lands in your deck, you probably would want to run this Refractor over here. If you don't, then I wouldn't bother with it. Glade Muse, 3-drop. Whenever a player casts a spell, if it's not their turn, that player draws a card. In the right build, yet again. Daring Fiend Bonder, 4-drop. Haste. Daring Fiend Bonder attacks each combat if able. It's a 5/1 with haste, mind you, in black. Produce exile Daring Fiend Bonder. Fiend Bonder. Why does that sound weird? Whatever. From your graveyard, put an indestructible counter on target creature. Activates ability. Dirty thoughts. Ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery. Okay. Selected adaptation. Here we go. Oh no. I didn't. I made a boo-boo. I did not fix the text here on this one. You will have to find someone fill us in. Please, what the Phoenix does right here. Because Joey Moss made a big boo-boo on that right there, okay? Someone fill us in. That's in another language. I can try to read it. Quand les phoenix arrivent sur le champ de bataille, vos poules remouillent en côté, de parfumer ou de rituel, avec une capacité de recyclage. Ciblez des pièces votre symétrie dans votre main. Au début de chaque aspect de fin, see, I'll stop right there. You get the point. Selective adaptation is a 6-drop over here. Sorcery. Reveal the top 7 cards of your library. Choose from among them a card with flying, a card with first strike, and so on for double strike, death touch, haste, hexproof, indestructible, lifelink, menace, reach, trample, and vigilance. Put one of the chosen cards onto the battlefield, the other chosen cards into your hand, and the rest into your graveyard. Get some of that, man. That's going to be a fun card to play with. And you got the Phoenix here, and then you have Predatory Impotence. Sure. 5-drop for Predatory Impotence. Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +3/+3. Must be blocked if able, and is goaded. Again, goaded. It attacks each combat if able, and attacks a player other than you if able. Wow. A lot of fun stuff going on here. Those are the commons. I'm not going to read the commons, or uncommons, I'm sorry. But the uncommons I will. Or the rares, I'm sorry. I'm not going to read the uncommons. I will read the rares and mythics. Paco Arcane Retriever and Halidin Avid Arcanist. Very, very colorful art on these. I do like. Partner with Halidin. That's right, on the right there. It's got haste. It's a 3/3. It's 5 in Gruul colors. 3 and then 2 Gruul. Whenever Paco Arcane Retriever attacks, exile the top card of each player's library and put a fetch counter on each of them. Put a +1/+1 counter on Paco for each non-creature card exiled this way. But what does David do? You got to partner with that sweet cheeks over there. You may play non-creature cards from exile with fetch counters on them if you exiled them. And you may spend mana as though or mana of any color to cast those spells. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know if it's one of the best ones we've seen, but it's not bad. I'll let you guys be the judge of this one. Do you think this is a winning pair? Are we going to see these two just dominate Commander? I'll let you guys answer that one. All right, then we're going to have Call the Coppercoats. Capri. I don't even know if this is the real name. Capricopio. It's a goat hydra. Welcome to the goat hydra we've been waiting for, and a very powerful Withering Storm. For 3, our Call the Coppercoats. Man, there's so many words. This has Strive. What the heck? I never heard of Strive. This spell costs 2 more to cast for each target beyond the first. Oh, I like that. Choose any number of target opponents. Create X 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens, where X is the number of creatures those opponents control. That, my friends, is pretty nifty thrifty. I like that card. That could be a lot of fun. Heck, that's fun right there. Here's our Goat Hydra. It enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters. And then on top of that, for Deuce, put a +1/+1 counter on Caprisopo. What? Then you can choose again which player Capricopio is attacking. Only the player who the goat is attacking can activate this ability, and only during the declare attacker step. He cannot attack his own controller. I'm going to read that again. So it comes with X +1/+1 counters on it. For 2, put a +1/+1 counter on the goat. Then you can choose again which player the goat is attacking. Only the player who the goat is attacking can activate this ability. What? Wow. That is all over the place, man. Very interesting stuff there. That is nutty. I did not expect that goat to be goofy like that. What a goat just to wreck up the whole day, huh? And then we have Snake Leviathan. Big old thing, man. Flying. Whenever an opponent draws a card, except the first one they drew in each of their draw steps, create a 1/1 green snake creature token. If only they had Death Touch. Whenever this Snake Leviathan deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each draw that many cards. 3/5. What a freaking nutty commander. That Leviathan Snake, man, what a friggin' powerhouse. Interesting. Not the most powerful. Pretty cool. Get a lot of snakes out there. Oh boy. All right, we're on to Sylvar, Devourer of the Free. I was so disappointed. This card doesn't have Devour itself. I'm like, really? How are you going to call yourself Devour? You're a cat nightmare. You don't even got the Devour mechanic built in you. You just got Menace. Bro, you weak in the streets, man. All right, Devourer of the Free. Legendary creature, cat nightmare. You partner this with Tyrant Champion of Freedom on the right there. Sacrifice a human, put a +1/+1 counter on Sylvar, Devourer of the Free. It gains indestructible until end of turn. Not bad. You got to sack a bunch of humans, though, to keep this thing going. But getting protection, that's pretty legit. And the Menace, not bad. It could be a fun little threat. It is 5, though. I think it's kind of steep for this, but it does have some powerful abilities. Indestructible is no joke. Champion of Freedom's a 4-drop, partner with that home slice. At the beginning, that home slice. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Yeah, baby. That's right. You can do that. It's cool. I like the pairing stuff, you know. I like that. That's pretty cool because you get to tutor up another card. It's cool. I like it. It's fun. It's fun. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's fun. You know, does it win? Maybe. Akim der Wind Glider. No, this is in German. Why didn't you guys tell me about this? Okay, this is in German. I made some boo-boos. I got excited and wanted to get the spoilers out. So let's read this in German. And please, one of my German friends, I'm actually part German, but I just can't speak German for the life of me. Let's read this together. I believe it's German. Final Legend. Immer, wenn du zoom Orten mal in einem Zug einen oder befreit Spielstein es Gust or Zug Sanein 1-1 Weben Vogel Creator of Spielstein meet Flugaflegenkeit. And then for 6 right there, you do the Kruten Spielstein die du control erased or halten Doppelschlag bis Zoom and des Zugs. 3-4. Have at you. Then we have our Verge Rangers. I have no idea. Verge Rangers for 3. Creature Human Scout. If you enjoy my different language readings, by all means, please let me know. And leave a like. It does mean a lot. All right, I will continue doing them if so. For 3, Creature Human Scout, first strike. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. That's always a good thing, so you're well aware. As long as an opponent controls more lands than you, you may play lands from the top of your library. That's not bad. I mean, that's a great way to stay in shape, you know? And then we have Martial Impetus. It's a 3-drop. Enchant Creature. Enchanted Creature gets +1/+1 and is goaded. And then whenever Enchanted Creature attacks each other creature that's attacking one of your opponents gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Hot diggity dogs. Villainous Wealth. Wow, we got so many commander cards. Target opponent exiles the top X cards of their library. You may cast any number of spells with converted mana cost X or less from among them without paying their mana costs. Gold buys death. Death earns gold. I'm scared. There you have it. Wow. Is that all of them? Oh, I can breathe again. Woo, hot doggy, man. Well, what do you guys think? I mean, that is some nutty stuff, huh? Can I sit up in my chair? That is some nutty stuff. Seen a lot of spoilers today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I have a lot of fun making these videos. It's my pleasure, to get these out to you. And yeah, we'll have more tomorrow. And if you want to see more arena gameplay, definitely check out the arena video, man, from today. It was a blast. Kicking butt, man. Indeedly do. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Skadink, skadink, skadoosh.